Hi, this is Bruce Cook, and this is going to be yet another update on my super hot pepper garden. Just showing more progress that I've gotten done. I checked, seeing my last video was just 5 days ago, and I've gotten quite a bit of work done even since then. So, probably see my plants are in different spots than what they were before in my last video. So, let's see, what do I want to talk about first? Um, so So what I've done is I finally organized the plant varieties. This is not also going to be their permanent spots. I mean, I'm going to have to spread things out even farther once I get them into their final containers. But say I got my red ghosts right here. Let's see, and I have these are my Carolina Reapers. I have looks like 4 red ghosts. I have 7 red Carolina Reapers. These are my chocolate bootlas, and I'm actually surprised. I thought I sowed more seeds than that. I I only had maybe like 1 or 2 seedlings die. I didn't have any of my once they grew up to be a few inches tall. All my plants flourished for the most part. So I swore I had more than this. This is one of my favorite peppers, for my own use, for hot sauces and stuff. I guess I must have been short on chocolate bootla seeds or something. I don't know. But anyways, I got 5 of the chocolate bootlas. And then what do we got here? Red Primatales. So I made sure I had a bunch of these because these were, no pun intended, these were a hot seller last year. So we got, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like I got 11 of these red Primatales. And I have, these are all chocolate Primatales. These were my biggest seller last year. I had a couple people that wanted a lot of these, and then when I was selling them on eBay, these were what attracted a lot of people to buying my variety boxes. I got, what was that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 15 chocolate Primatales. And you can probably see I have this weed blocker cloth. Underneath here, I've had pesticide granulates all over this ground. And then I put my weed cloth on top of that, mulch on top of that, and then my plants on top of the mulch. And so all the work that I've gotten done, besides just laying down the cloth and mulch and spreading out the plants, is today I started transitioning the plants from the containers they were in into the next size up containers. What I really needed to do was probably see these were my youngest plants. I think even 5 days ago these were way smaller than they were. And I think what prompted me to make my last video was to show how much they've grown since the video before that. Well, it's rained here a little bit, and every time it rains, the growth of these plants speed up. You probably see these things gotten huge. A lot of these are taller than my older plants. And I think I did add, there's more, the bone and blood meal added to the soil that these went into than what these did. Because I was light on it at first, light on the extra nutrients. And then I'm trying to, what do you call it? Not put the plants in shock, like putting too much nutrients in, since these are young plants. But I was trying to build them up, the plant's tolerance to this stuff, by having a little bit more higher amount of nutrients into the next soil that I would put them in, when I would transplant them. But what I needed to do was, these were in quart-sized containers, so that was these little things right here. And so what I did was, since I was all out of 1-gallon containers, I ended up transplanting a bunch of these plants. I think I had 17 total of these small ones, or the younger ones. And so I had to transplant 17 total of these older plants. So I took those out of the 1-gallon containers they were in, and I stuck them in the 2-gallon. So that's what I did with the Red Ghost, with the Carolina Reapers, and also the chocolate bootlas. And you probably notice the rest of them are still in 1-gallon containers, while these are in 2. And I did have to do it to one of the chocolate Primatale plants because I was one 1-gallon container short. So I did that. That way I could transplant these things into the 1-gallon container. So that's what I did today. And I gotta tell you, my back is killing me after all this. So this last week, I had to go to the orthopedic clinic a couple times. I went Tuesday, because I'm dealing with sciatic nerve pain again. I have been for like the past 3-4 weeks, and also my lower back has been giving me a lot of trouble. In the past, I had problems with a couple of my discs, the L5, bulging or swelling up or whatever it's doing in there, and then it presses on that sciatic nerve. That's what causes my nerve pain in my leg. And then, I don't know, maybe like 10 months ago or so, I ended up rupturing my L4 disc. And it's just all giving me a lot of problems, and all this pain has come back. So last Tuesday, I went to the orthopedic clinic and seen the doctor. He gave me some anti-inflammatory meds, which I think are working for the most part. I mean, it's helping me during the day. I'm not feeling as much pain as I normally would. And then I had to go again this past Friday to get an MRI done. And next month, in June, I'll be going back to see the doctor to get a date for surgery. It's just going to be a minor surgery. They're going to shave the L5 disc, and then they said they're going to clean up, I guess, jelly squirt. This is what I think I remember them telling me. Jelly squirting out of my L4, and they're going to have to clean that up. But I don't think it's going to be bad. I mean, the total hip replacement surgery I had on my right hip, that's considered a very major surgery, and I didn't think recovery was that bad. I mean, I was in here last year when I had all my plants in here. I was in here hobbling around watering my plants the very next morning after having that surgery, and I mean, it was painful. It was just a lot of soreness, achiness. I mean, they did cut the whole top of my right femur bone off, shoving metal parts in there and all that. But I didn't think it was that bad. So since the back surgery, they said it's just going to be a couple of small incisions, to get into my back and do what they have to do. I wouldn't think that would be as bad, so I should be all right. I would like to get back into playing paintball again. And it's just my back issues are what's been preventing me from getting back into it. I've literally only played paintball one day. I mean, there was a couple games that I played one day, and then I played 1 or 2 games of airsoft. But I can't play competitively. That requires me to do things that my body just won't let me do right now. But I mean, I was able to at least run around and shoot back and forth with other players and stuff. But there ain't gonna be no sliding and diving and all that stuff. I got to have my back fixed before I can even dare think about doing that. But it would be nice if I get to participate in tournaments at least one more time. I haven't played any paintball tournaments since it was like 2008. So it'd be nice to at least do it one more time, for old time's sake. But anyways, back to the plants. So one really cool thing I've realized. I mean, we're already in the month of May, and none of my plants has had contact, at least as far as I have found, with any aphids. That's crazy. Like, I always dealt with aphids when I would raise my plants in my bedroom. I think that had a lot to do with the fact that I was bringing my old plants, from the previous season. I'd bring them indoors to save them during the winter time, and aphids would somehow make their way up into my grow box. Well, I didn't save any plants from the year before, and none of my new plants had any aphids in them. They grew up without being bothered by anything. And then when I brought them out here, there are some kind of mites that have gotten on the other side of the leaves, but they're nowhere near as destructive as the aphids normally would be. So, and the mites have been easily treatable. I just spray them down with the neem oil. But yeah, it's crazy. And out here normally at this time, March and April and May, you would expect that's when the aphids are normally out, and that's when you'd have to be worried. And then during the summertime, you have predatory insects like wasps and ladybugs and all that. They would do a good job of getting rid of the aphids for you, so you wouldn't really have to treat the plants too much. But I haven't had any aphids. as far as I've found. I mean, when I go through the plants and look at the underside of the leaves, let's see. Well, you might not see anything right now either way because it's been raining. But I don't know if maybe that had something to do with the fact that I've had this ground. Uh-oh. What is my dog doing? Oh, she's itching her back on the fence. Look at her. Ooh. Look at her. She's using the fence to itch herself. That's funny. Yeah, earlier she was, it looked like she was washing her feet in the water bowl. The big silver bowl. That's what I put the dog's water in. And she was in there splashing around with her front paws. So, but anyways, I just actually stepped on some of these plant stakes and catapulting them. Shoot, what was I getting at? Well, I had hit this ground up with herbicide, you know, get rid of the weeds, and then I've had a bunch of pesticide on the ground. I don't know if maybe that's what's kept the aphids away. But anyways, yeah, this is what I got going on so far. I still need to get these things transplanted. And these are definitely not going to be the final containers. You know, these 2-gallon containers, especially my chocolate primatalis, both these, the red primatalis, and my Carolina Reapers. And maybe 1 or 2 of the chocolate bootlas. They're going to be put into these 5-gallon containers just to get them to grow as big as possible. So I could not keep up with everybody's, you know, requests for certain types of peppers last year. I actually had people wanting more peppers than I was growing. So at least having 15 of these chocolate primatalis and however many I counted of the red ones, you know, people are going to want a bunch of those. I should have plenty to keep up with everybody, and hopefully also to have enough for myself. So, but anyways, that's my little update. I don't know when I'm going to make another update. There ain't going to be much to talk about. Maybe when maybe in a couple weeks, when I finally get a lot of them into these bigger containers, then I'll have something worth making a video for or about. But anyways, that's my video. It's my update. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.